let me get out of here. All right. I'm gonna have a quick burrito. While I wait, I don't know what's going on at this point. Come on, open. Hello, all my beautifuls. Hello, 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 hello. I was gonna make 2, and then I thought, you know what? I might be naughty and eat my last key lime pie. That wasn't so good. So I might just eat one. One burrito, we'll eat our key lime because it's a hot 80-degree day today, and I thought it would be super refreshing to have a piece of pie. I could eat an ice cream sandwich, but there's an even amount, and I'm a good honey, and I like to save them for Matt and I because there's only 6. So if I eat one, that means one of us won't have one when we go to eat them. So I try to eat them with him. So I'll probably just eat my other yucky piece of pie. It wasn't awful. It wasn't good, but it wasn't awful. So we're just gonna have our burrito. Diamond tried to eat in the trash while I was in the shower. Thank God I moved it because I'm smarter than her. Yeah, that's right. I'm smarter than you, Diamond. So I'm gonna give you guys an update. Hello, Laura. We're just gonna have a burrito and chips because I'm on standby here. And I don't want to get all too crazy into cooking right now and then have to run out the door. You know what I mean? So we're just making a, oh, there's no way that's done. Well, you know what? Let me see something. So I'm on standby. As a lot of you guys know, if you saw my live from last night, I'm supposed to be going to Mom's, but I still haven't heard from her. I did text her. I'm not sure exactly if she's sleeping. I don't know what exactly is going on, but my burrito just fell apart. So that's great. My burrito just fell apart. All right, let's put some chips on here. My back's okay. Thanks for asking, beautiful. All right, we're gonna have this really quick because like I said, I am on standby. I just put this in there about 20 seconds ago, so it's not gonna be any colder than it was a minute ago, but I'm kind of on standby waiting for my mom. I haven't heard from her. My mom is not a morning person. My mom does sleep in a lot. So I suppose she's probably still sleeping. But I didn't want to leave you wondering. So I'm waiting. If she doesn't answer me within like the next hour, I'm probably going to tell her tomorrow. Because traffic gets really bad for 1. For 2, I want to go about my day. I don't want to just sit around and wait. I need to finish that bottle with you guys. I painted that. That was done a couple days ago. And I don't want to start painting it. I mean, decorating it and then she calls. So I'm going about my day the best way I can right now. And if I don't hear from her, like by the time traffic starts getting really bad, because she's not in my city, I might call her tomorrow. We'll see. Or she's not feeling good and that's why she's not answering. I don't know. She could be sleeping. She could not feel good. I don't know. Hey, Amber. I just got out of the shower myself. I just got out of the showie. Threw on my robe. Didn't even get dressed yet. I'm so hungry. She tried to get in the trash trailer while I was in the shower. Yeah, but I was smarter than her and got the trash out. I'm better. Thank you, Amber. These are good. These are sour cream and onion flaming hot. Ruffled. So, I don't know. Maybe she's not feeling good. I'm not sure. But I do know she's not a morning person. She usually sleeps till about this time. Most days anyway. She's probably still sleeping. But I don't want to leave you guys hanging, you know? I'm like, let me get on, tell the girls what's going on. Yeah, I'm not there yet. But traffic's gonna start getting gnarly here pretty soon. Hey, Natalia. Yeah. I put the trash up when I leave. Not usually when I shower, but for some reason, my gut told me to do it this time. I don't know why. I just did. So I put the trash up. That's what's right there. I get out of the shower, and the cabinet, because the trash goes in the cabinet. That's just how it was when I got here. For a while, it was brilliant until she figured out what cabinet it was. Well, guess what? I got out of the shower, and the cabinet was wide open. She tried to get in, but Mommy was smarter. Right, Shauna? You want a bite? She's looking at me like, Mom, give me a fucking bite of that shit. It's getting really hard to cut. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's like, fuck, Mom, put it away. Mm-hmm. Mommy's watching you. What's that song? That's viral on TikTok right now. Stuck in my head. These are good, but they're hot. They make me cough sometimes. Thank you. You guys know what viral song I'm talking about? I know. She can't go because she can't get her paw that far onto the counter. I usually eat 2 of these because they don't fill me up, ever. But then I thought, you know what? I'll eat my last key lime pie. Even though it wasn't that good, I'm going to eat it because it's a hot summer day. 81 degrees today. So I'm like, you know what? That's what we're going to have instead. Plus, I always have to share with her. That's probably why I don't get full. Yes, that's it, Donna. That's it right there. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can play it. Yeah. That's it, Donna. Yeah. Let me see if I can play it. This. No, not this. No, not that. Hold on. This one. Watching me. That's it. I'm watching you, Diamond. That one, you guys. This one too. This one too. Both of them. You know, me too, Taylor. And it scares the shit out of me. But I make sure it's covered. But yeah, I don't typically like coming on like this, but. All right, it's time for key lime pie now because I'm being fat. I'm being a little fat piglet. So much for that pie being gross, right? I mean, it was gross, but like, it's also like refreshing at the same time. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's all we have right now, except those mint ice cream sandwiches. And I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry, and I try to like eat the ice cream sandwiches with Matt because it's, then there's an odd number and then we both want it and it's just funny. He's always telling me, just eat it. It's always me that's like trying to be, you know, think of him. Oh, that does sound good. Matt texted me, acai bowl with the heat sounds so good right now. Let's see if this one's just as stale. Maybe this one's better. Let's see. Grossly refreshing. Yeah, grossly refreshing. Ooh, like, you see, why is the crust like that now? I think somebody left these in their cart and then went back and put it, because I can tell. Do you see how stretchy it is? Look at. Do you see how stretchy? I'm telling you, somebody put this back in their thing. Look at that. I can't. I'm telling you. That's why they always say don't grab the first one. Me too, Shauna. And I never get to enjoy the whipped cream because Diamond always eats it. Somebody let this sit in their cart or something. Or, and then there's like no crust now. What happened to the crust on the bottom? There used to be a crust. Now it's like, look, it's not real crust now. Oh, you guys keep asking me about my hair. That's right. Okay, I'll show you guys. It actually takes about 20 seconds. I haven't even brushed it yet. This is a non-brushed one from the shower. And it's so fucking knotted right now. Excuse my French, it's really knotted. So many of you guys asked me. That's going to be really disappointing, you guys, if Tracy doesn't come back. Because she was always on here. Hey, Ash, I sent you your tracking, babe. I wonder if, like, I don't know if she thought that you guys were saying that I would block her. But after she said she was going to leave, she never commented again. After we told her to stay, never heard from her again. I should message her. That's too bad. because she's always here. Diamond, why do you always get my whipped cream? You see how there's like no crust now? So, I'm supposed to be going there, Ash, so let me know. If, let me know if your mom wants one today or not. I do sometimes, Taylor. Butterfly, I was just going to message you back. I'm still waiting to hear from my mom. I'm still home. So, I don't want you to send payment and then something happened, I'm not there today. Or, I mean, you could still send it and then I'll just get it tomorrow or whenever I see her. It's still supposed to be on for today. I just haven't heard from her yet. So, worst comes to worst, I would get you your bracelet even if you sent it. Melissa, you do? Okay, you better tell me what you want, girlfriend. Which ones? The $10 stone ones or the $5 glass ones? I can get you a mini small one with feathers for 10 or 12. I can get you a mini stone, or not stone, a mini one with crystals for 15 or regular for 20. So it depends. They start at 10 and they go to 20, Ash. They start at 10 and go to 20. I got you, Amy. I got you. Thank you for commenting. We love to have you. Okay, Melissa, can you send me a message? And then you guys, make sure you're watching your messages today because I'm telling you, if I don't hear from you before I leave tonight, I don't know when I'm going back again. Because I also have to focus on getting the bottles done. I'm really behind on getting stuff done for my business right now, which is totally fine because I love my mom and I'll do it 1,000 times. But I do have to focus on, if you noticed, I haven't been doing DIY or anything with you guys lately. My whole heart has been into helping her and I wouldn't change it for the world. But I do, after I get these like 8 orders out, I'm doing it for you guys. I'm literally stopping my day again to go do it for you guys, which I'll do 1,000 times. But I just don't want you guys to be like, oh, I missed out and I need it. And then be like, well, I don't know when I can go get it. You see what I'm saying? I will stop my business and my time for my mom 1,000 times because my mom is everything to me. Everything to me. I just don't want you guys to miss out on today. And then I'll still get it for you. Like if you don't get it today or you don't have the money or you missed the message, I can still get it for you. But I don't know when. Like, don't expect a time. It could be days, weeks, I don't know. So, just, know I can get it for you, but I don't know when. Because I've been talking to my mom a lot more recently. But sometimes as I told you guys before, sometimes there's a gap in between when we talk or see each other. And that's just because life is lifing sometimes, When she gets busy doing things or life gets the best of her. So, get it today if you want it. She sold her vehicle. A $10 one? Okay. It's going to have feathers. Is that okay? What was I just saying? Aw, thanks, Jamie. We love to have you, Big Beautiful. Everybody's like family in here, so you're more than welcome to comment. I would love for you to comment in here. But if not, silent watchers are okay with me too. Okay, tell me if this is okay, Ashley. It's going to look something like this. Tell me if it's okay. Tell me if this is okay. Like this. This is what a $10 one will look like. It's going to be like that, Ash. And it still has some crystals on it, look, above the feathers. So that'll be $10, babe. Okay, so I'll show you my hair. Don't expect it to get totally perfect again, okay? Because sometimes it doesn't equal out perfectly. And let's hope that my boobs don't fall out. All right. So, before I do that, really quick. Michelle, oh, that's awesome, Brandy. So, Brandy, I know you said you can't get them today. Okay, Ashley, I got you. I know you're going to check your message, Ash, because you're always responding to me. So I'm not worried about you paying and responding. Brandy, I know you can't till Thursday. So one of two things will happen, Brandy. Either she'll give it to me to take home, as long as you're like for sure going to buy it on Thursday, which I'm sure you will. Because I don't want to like take your product home and then for some reason people don't buy it. And then my mom's like, what happened? I'm like, they didn't come through. You know what I mean? Otherwise, she won't be inclined to want to give me products to take home. If you're iffy and you need to see your finances first, let me know. And I can get it for you the next time I'm there. I just don't know when. Awesome, Tracy. I just don't know when. So text me. Let me know where you're at with that. Michelle, do you have any, so I know you want the glass ones. Do you have any specific color requirements? You do. You fit right in here, beautiful. What are you doing, Diamond? Don't look at this nasty table cover. We're replacing this. Okay, we got to go take Diamond out. Okay, so you want it hands down no matter what? You don't need to see finances first? Because if that's the case, maybe I'll see if she'll let me take it home for you. The only thing with that is then, I'll tell you the bummer part, you guys. This is the bummer part about taking it home. I then have to get a hold of her. Look at her trying to get in the garbage. I then have to get a hold of her, which sometimes isn't the easiest. I then have to get a hold of her. Yay, butterfly! I have to get a hold of her and say, hey, Mom, Brandy's ready for her order. Can you sign in and do the label and do everything? That way it shows coming from her and all that. I have to then call her to get in, sign in, process the label. Or maybe I'll just pay for it, but then it's going to show coming from me, which I guess is fine. It'll show coming from my business, and then I'll pay for it, which is fine. But then it just gets really confusing. That's the only bummer part about taking the products home. When I'm with her, we can print them and everything when I'm there using my printer. But when I come home, I have a printer. I can print them, no problem. But then she's not paying for it, and it's not coming from her name. Now, I don't care about $5 here and there for people's labels. I'll pay for that, no problem. But then it shows coming from my business. So it just gets a little confusing. Cassidy, I don't know. I don't really put my family business out there out of respect for them. All I can say is, I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. She has always struggled with things. I don't know, that I guess has taken over. We built a really amazing relationship for the last 10 years, ever since she came back. But it's been a little bumpy the last 2 years, and we did talk about this on another live, and the only reason we did was because, and I'll address this, because Amanda did go around and tell everybody that I talked shit about my mom. No, I did not. What happened was somebody came into my live and said that Amanda said my mom was a mess and that she left for bad things, blah, blah, blah. So then at that point, I'm not a liar, and I'm not going to lie. If somebody's going to come into my chat saying something like that, I'm not going to lie. Now, I'm not going to come out and say it because I respect my family. I'm not going to come out and tell my business out of respect for my family, but if somebody's going to bring it into me, I'm not going to lie. And that was where my mom was really disappointed because she said it's no one's business, and it's not. But it did become everyone's business when Amanda brought it to the platform. I didn't just randomly get on and start talking about my mom. Somebody came into my live, which I know Shauna can vouch for me. She was there. Somebody came into my live and started talking about my mom while my mom was in the live, which was terrible. It hurt her a lot. That's the only reason my mom got brought up, is because somebody brought her up. I let everybody know that was true in the childhood. Amanda was right about that. But she came back around, and we built a really amazing relationship for 10 years. And then 2 years ago, it became rocky, and yeah, there was about a year where I didn't see her, maybe a little longer, where everybody didn't see her. And then I've seen her a couple times in the last 2 years. But what I did say and what matters is that she's trying, and that's all I can ask for. I just got so tired of always putting in the footwork and always doing the work. I only, I want to be around people who love me and want to be around me. So I took a step back 2 years ago. I removed all toxic people out of my life. And I said, you know what? They know my number. They know where I'm at if they want me. And so if people are going to acknowledge what they've done, accept their faults, and work on them, then I'm for it. I'm all for it, because we all make mistakes. I don't know what the future holds, but what I do know is that she's trying currently, and that's all I can ask for. I don't predict the future. I don't know if it'll stick. I don't know if it won't. I don't know. All I know is she's trying, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I was very respectful. I was not going to lie about it. If someone point blank asked me about the childhood, I wasn't going to lie. But I did let everybody know that she has taken accountability. She made mistakes like every other person. She came forward, fixed it. And my mom also was in the chat saying and admitting that she made mistakes, but she's working on it. And I said that exact same thing. So I actually had her back. I did. I had her back. I didn't say why she was gone. I didn't say anything. I just said she's made some mistakes. She's got some health issues. And sometimes we just make mistakes and life gets the best of us. And that's all you need to know. I'm not going to tell you what those things are, because it's not my place to tell you. It was really solid for 10 years. And it's trying to mend at this point. At this stage now, we're working on things. I can't give you a reason. I don't know why. I think that's what hurt me more than anything, was that I never could understand why. But sometimes you just won't understand why. It has nothing to do with you. And that is a hard thing to understand. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. In fact, it has nothing to do with you. Right? But there's a difference of walking away and being selfish that hurts me in the process than maliciously hurting me and slandering me online. That's two different things. Because somebody made a comment about how I could forgive my mother. Well, that's different. Maliciously hurting me, purposely hurting me, and just walking away because of your own problems, that's different. Exactly, and that's all that matters. That's all I can ask for. You want to go out, Diamond? Come here. That's all I can ask for. I absolutely was not talking shit whatsoever. I was being honest. And I didn't just bring it up. I would never just bring that up. Somebody came into my chat, and I at that point was going to be honest. Now, would I have ever came out and said it? Absolutely not. You guys know how much my family means to me. I would have never came out and told you that about my mom. But since Amanda decided to bring it to the platform like she fucking does everything else, what else was I supposed to do? I'm not a liar. I will not lie. If somebody comes out and asks me about my mother, and I told my mom that. I said, I'm so sorry, Mom, that happened to you and that it had to be, that you had to hear it like that. But please understand, I'm not a liar. Wait, Diamond. and be mad at your daughter for bringing it to the platform, not me for having to be honest. And she's like, oh no, I don't blame you. I would be honest too. I just can't believe my daughter Amanda would bring that up like that. Why am I being the topic of the lie? She couldn't understand why she was the topic of the lie. And that's just because Amanda wants to hurt people. Then Amanda goes around and makes it seem like I was talking shit about my mom. Oh, Brittany was talking shit about mom. And then she went over there and helped her. No, I did not talk shit about my mother. No, I did not. I had her back. I didn't tell you why she left. I didn't tell you her health problems. All I told you was that she took accountability and she's been around. Right, Shauna? You don't even know why she left. You have no clue. So no, I didn't talk shit, and no, I didn't tell her story. All I did is said that, you know, she made some mistakes and she's been back. That's it. And now we're working on it. We're working on it. You know, is it hard after building something for 10 years? And then starting over again? Is it? Of course. It's very hard. It's hard to start back over again and feel like you lost everything that you worked so hard for. But all I can ask is that people acknowledge what they're doing and they fix themselves, because nobody's perfect. Not even me. But yeah, you know, it's going to take time because it took so many years to get to where we were. And it did bring, you know, back memories of my childhood when this happened the last 2 years. But, you know, the first step is taking accountability, which she's done. The second step is working on it, which she's doing. And that's that. But I don't have an answer, Cassidy. I don't know why. I don't know. So, my dad and my stepmom, my dad and stepmom have been together since I was 5. And then my grandma, which is my mom's mom, also raised us. So it basically was like week on, week off. Week on with my dad and stepmom, week on with grandma. Week on with dad and stepmom, week on with grandma. Come on, Diamond. There was time where, come on, Diamond, where my mom lived with me and my grandma and my grandpa and Amanda for some time. And then there was a lot of time where she wasn't around at all. So, yeah, I'll say my dad, my stepmom, and my grandma and grandpa. For like when my mom wasn't around, you know what I mean? Like the times where she wasn't around. Yeah, it was grandma, grandpa, and dad and stepmom. But she wasn't gone like she wasn't gone my whole childhood, you know? But some of that time she lived with my grandma and us. And then, some time where, yeah, she wasn't around at all. So yeah, Diamond, come on. But I can say that she's been back for a long time. Diamond, come on. A long time she's been back. And Mom and I have been working on a relationship for like 10 years. And it was so awesome. Until 2 years ago. I've only seen her a couple times in the last 2 years. Come here, Diamond. And again, you know, everybody has things that they're dealing with. And it's not like, you can't always say, well, what did I do to deserve this? What's going to happen? Like, no, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. It's just that person is dealing with some stuff. Come here, Diamond. Does it make it okay? No. But it is what it is. You know? Doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. So, but like I said, if you come to me with questions, I'm not going to lie, because I'm not a liar. That's one thing you will learn about me very quickly. I'm not a liar. Will I come out and tell it to you? No, because I respect my family. Do I want to? Not really, because I know it hurts the people who see it. But you guys are also family to me. You guys are my everything. And if you ask me, I'm not going to lie. That's one thing about me. I'm not a liar. Yeah, that's right. She doesn't want to repair anything. She's never been really close to my mom. I mean, they've had a relationship, but they've never been close because Amanda's done some really bad things to my mother. Really bad. Things, in my opinion, will never be forgivable. And I think Amanda's been hiding all these years from it, not wanting to face it. I mean, she'll be there for like birthdays and events, and she'll come hang out with me and my mom, and she's around. She was around, but they were never close like my mom and I were. And that's too bad, because instead of being jealous of me and my mom's relationship, she could have had her own relationship with my mother. However, she was very close to my stepmom. And I think 2019 it was. And the reason I know that is because people have messaged me about lives that they saw Amanda and Donna, which is around the time that Donna was really supporting her business and stuff. They were really close. She's never even had that with my own mother. So, when she says she's the black sheep and all this, no. No, not true. I'm not a liar, and I never will be. What pisses me off is to find out that she's on live telling people that I was talking shit about my mother and then went and helped her after I talked shit about her. What? I never talked shit about my mother. I had her back. I told you that she accepted her mistakes and she's working on it. I told you that she's human. I told you that we have an amazing relationship. I told you that we're repairing things and working on things right now. I didn't tell you her health problems. I didn't tell you what she struggles with. I didn't tell you why she wasn't around. I didn't tell you anything. So I didn't tell her story, and I didn't talk shit about her. I answered the question, and I moved on. So for her to go around and tell people that I was talking shit, please tell me if I was talking shit about my mother. I would love for somebody to come forward and tell me if I was talking shit. The last time I checked, that was telling the truth. That was somebody coming into my life, asking me a question, and I told the truth. It's true. It's true. What am I supposed to do? Lie? I wasn't going to lie to cover nobody, because I'm not a liar. And lie and cover for what? For what? Who cares? You fucked up and you fixed it. Why? Why lie? Why be ashamed and lie and try to cover something up? For what? There's no reason for it. Yeah, I haven't talked to Amanda Brandy in 2 years. Nope, I haven't talked to her. Well, the last time I talked to her was over a year ago. I haven't talked to her at all whatsoever. At all. Zero contact in a year. Over a year. I did see her, I think the last time I saw her was on Valentine's Day. Not this year, but the year before. But then that whole year, I saw her like twice. I saw her once on Christmas, not this Christmas, the previous Christmas. No, 2 Christmases ago. Yeah, not 2 Christmases ago. And then I saw her on Valentine's Day, and that was it. So, I haven't seen her at all in over a year, and I've seen her twice in 2 years. Yeah, I don't talk about nobody. I'm sorry that somebody came into my chat telling me what Amanda was talking about, and I was honest. I'm sorry. How was I talking shit? I was being honest. Yeah, right, Shauna? Exactly. Out of the blue, on a fucking sunny day, she's just talking shit about her family. And if it's not shit, it's telling her story. It's not even her place to say it. She doesn't give a damn if it hurts my mom. She doesn't give a damn. She's just going to tell all the stories to tell. Like, my mother wasn't around for our childhood and left us for bad things. Okay, like, in some breath, it's like, is it wrong for her to share her life? No, it's not. It's not like you can't only say things that are your story to tell. Do I think it's wrong? No, I don't think it's wrong. I think you're sharing your life with your family, your social media family. I don't think that's wrong. Diamond, now, get out here, please. What I think is wrong about it is 2 reasons. Hold on, she's eating my underwear. Give me a second. Diamond, if you keep eating my underwear, I swear to you. Let's go. She has this new thing, guys, where she's eating my underwear, and it's weird. 2 reasons. Do I think it's wrong to share your childhood? No, I don't. I don't think that's wrong. What I think is, and the reason I always say it's not her story to tell, and that's because she's always telling everybody, I'm just sharing my story. I'm just sharing my truth. I'm just sharing my testimony. No, you're not. It's not that you have to only tell your story. But don't tell everybody that you're just sharing your story if you're not. It's not what you're doing, it's what you're saying. You're telling everybody that you're just sharing your story, but you're not. You're sharing other people's stories, and that's okay. But don't lie. And I'll tell you what's wrong about it. It's not that she's sharing her story. Yeah, it's weird, guys. She's been doing this lately. I don't know what it is. What I think is wrong about it, 2 things. 1, I know why she's saying it. She's saying it, so poor me. My life was so hard. Feel bad for me. Pity party for me. I'm a victim. I lived this horrible life, to condone her behavior. That is what's wrong. It's not that she's telling you, because childhood was hard. I'm going to agree with that one. It was. Has some things been totally exaggerated? Yes. Has some things been said that were just not true? Yes. But is a lot of what she said about our childhood true? There's some truth. And it was hard. I'm not going to lie. That I will not lie about. But it doesn't excuse your behavior today. You don't get to sit around and poor me, and that's why I turned out this way. No, because look how I turned out. I learned from it. I grew from it. And I realized that's not what I wanted to be. I took a look in the mirror and said, I'm going to be exactly not that. So that's where I think it's wrong. It's not that she's sharing it. It's that she's saying that she's only sharing her story when she's not. She's sharing other people's stories, so she's lying. And 2, you're condoning your behavior based on that. And one more thing, 3. The fact that you know how much it's going to hurt your mom. You know that it's going to tear her to shreds when she sees that. And you just don't care. For me, hey Leslie, you know why I don't? Even though I'm an open book. The reason I don't share it with you is because my family is the world to me. And if they don't want it on social media, then I'm not putting it on social media because I respect my elders, period. Honor your mother and father. And if they don't want it on social media, I'll be damned to put it on social media. So I don't say much about my childhood because I'm respecting them. And I think that's where it gets shitty too, is that you don't give a shit what your mom feels like. Right, it does, exactly, you grow from it, Leslie. It's not a pity party, feel sorry for me. Oh, I had this horrible life. No, that doesn't excuse your behavior. No. And here's one thing. Exactly, Danica, here's another thing. God, I gotta replace this. This thing is disgusting. Here's another thing. Now I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? I hate when I do that. Where was I just going with this? Okay, hold on. Let me read these comments again because I just freaking forgot what I was going to say. Hold on, it'll come back to me. Kathy, it's when I'm doing laundry. When I'm in the middle of laundry and I have all my piles sorted on the floor, that's when she gets my underwear. But other than that, yes, they're in a drawer. Right, Christy? You haven't been blocked? That's amazing, Claire. Yeah, if you follow my sister, you're blocked. I know, like, what a weirdo. That's right, Brandy. The truth's gonna come out, yeah. She's gained weight, but it's because she doesn't poop enough. What? Oh my God. Dang it, what was I gonna say? I hate when I do that. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. So, like I said, it's not that it's wrong that she's saying it. It's, oh, that's what I was gonna say. She tells you that she's the black sheep and that no one loves her and that they love me more than her and all this, right? Amanda and I were inseparable, okay? As close can get. Never once, not once, in my whole life, has she ever came to me and said, Brittany, I feel like they love you more. Feel like they don't love me. She's never said that to me. And she told me everything. You know why she never said that? Because she knew it wasn't true. You know why she's feeding you that? Because she wants you to feel bad. You know why all of a sudden she's feeding my dad and mom that? To excuse her actions. Hold on, Judy, I'll get to you. To excuse her actions. Well, I'm going to be this way because they don't love me. I'm going to deteriorate you because you don't love me. It okays her actions, right? So, not once has she ever said that she feels not loved or loved less. That's how I know it's not true. That's how I know she's telling my mom and dad that to pull their strings, to pull their heartstrings and feel bad for me. Feel bad for me. She's trying to pull on their heart. And I tell them all the time, guys, she's never told me that. Her best friend of all these years, she's never told me that. And if she really felt that way, she would have told me. Trust me. Okay, not trying to be rude by no means, and I don't watch your sister. I've been on her platform. But let's not forget your family. I know, Judy. No, I appreciate that, Judy. I appreciate people that are in here and being respectful. I know that she's my twin sister, and I've done the world for her. Judy, I really have. I don't know how much you know or how long you've been on my page. One thing I can say is this has been going on for 2 years. 2 years she's been slandering me and my family. And during these 2 years, I sat back here. I showed up every day on my page with a smile on my face, fake as hell, because I wasn't really happy. I was really hurting inside. But I came on here with a smile every single day, letting you think that I was okay. Everything was good. For 2 years, I let you all think I was a monster. For 2 years, I didn't defend myself. I didn't pick apart her lies. You know why? Because I have that much love for her. I love Amanda so much that I am willing to let you all think I'm a monster. I love Amanda so much that I was willing to not stand up and defend myself. And even though she defamed me for 2 years and defamed my character, I still protected her. Why? I don't know. Because I love her. And I didn't want that for her. I didn't want this. I didn't want the world to know who she really was. I didn't. And about a month ago, maybe a little more, Judy, the truth came out. And why the truth came out, for those of you that are wondering, the reason the truth came out is that everybody was coming after me about why I wouldn't let her live with me. And everybody said there wasn't one reason I could give them about why I won't let her live with me. Well, unfortunately, I won't let a thief and a narcissist live with me. I've done it before, Judy. I've done it her whole life, and I can tell you this. It was literally the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my whole life. I contemplated for months. And my mom can vouch for me. I cried and cried and cried. And I told her I didn't know if I was making the right decision. I just knew that I was exhausted. I knew that I'd been stolen from for a decade. I knew that everything had been ripped away from me. Everything I ever worked for, she took from me. She took from Matt, she took from me, she took from my whole family. And I was exhausted. I couldn't do it anymore, you guys. I couldn't do it anymore. I was literally almost evicted out of every home I've ever lived at. I've had noise complaints. I've been almost evicted out of every home I've ever lived at. She makes scenes, throws things across my house, screams things down my stairs. And you know, I've had an addiction issue in the past. And during this time, she made a scene at my house and she screamed, "Brittany's a fucking drug addict, everybody. Brittany's a drug addict." Screamed it across my whole apartment complex. And every day I had to walk into my home and I never felt comfortable. The looks that I got, the noise complaints that I got, everybody just looked at me crazy. I never felt comfortable in my own home. And she made sure of that. She made sure that I wasn't comfortable in any home I ever lived at. So after all these years of abuse, lies, stealing from me, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore, you guys. I couldn't. What I don't think Amanda realizes is how much damage and wreckage she's done to me. How much she's really affected my life and how much she's really hurt me. And I know that it was the hardest decision I ever had to make. But one thing I do know now, I've never been more at peace in my life. I can walk in my home. I don't have to tiptoe around, listen for her, make sure she's not in my drawers. I don't have to worry about the cops coming. I don't have to worry about the scenes. I just don't worry. I live so happy. And that's sad. I miss her like crazy, but you guys have to understand something. I've been dealing with this my whole life. My whole life, I've enabled it. She stole from me, and the next day I opened up my front door for her. So, opiates, Erica. When I was sick, I'll just give you a little rundown. When I was 16, I was diagnosed with an ovarian cyst. They thought it was going to go away, but it didn't. Typically at your age, it should go away. Well, mine grew rapidly, and it didn't go away, and I ended up having emergency surgery, and I was on pain medication, and yeah, that's how that went. I was enabling her behavior. I would let her steal from me, and I would let her right back in my house. She would go into my room with credit cards while I was at work and raid my room and steal all my shit. Nobody understands how much I've really been through. Nobody understands. No one. The only one is Matt. Because Matt's been around for 15 years and he watched this whole thing happen. So think twice, you guys, before you come to me and think that I'm the bad guy. Because I've been dealing with it for so many years. It took so much inner strength I never thought I had. I never thought I'd be able to walk away. Do you know how many years I wanted to leave? I didn't have the power to do it. I didn't have the strength to walk away. I didn't know how to leave my best friend. It took every being in my body to do it. And so when people say I'm the bad guy, but they don't know the wreckage that I've dealt with. And the craziest part is, for the last 2 years, throughout this entire mess, no one knew that. I never disclosed it. I never put online what she did to me. So not only did she take everything I ever worked for and hurt me to the core, but over the last 2 years, I still protected her. All she had to do was stop. That's it. And you would have never known the truth. You would have never known any of this. I gave her every opportunity to just stop. And I was willing to look like the monster. And you never know the truth. Because that's the kind of love I have for my family. But when 2 years went by and she wouldn't stop, I still wasn't going to come out and say anything. It wasn't until everybody came after me about why I wouldn't let her live with me. And I wasn't going to lie. What am I supposed to say why I won't let her live with me? I wasn't going to lie. So the truth came out. But it didn't have to. Because if she played her cards right, if I was talking shit about somebody for 2 years and they didn't say a word, I would have shut the hell up. I would have shut up. And I'll tell you what she did. She took advantage of my kindness, and this is how I know. For 2 years, I said nothing. For 2 years, I showed on here with a smile on my face. For 2 years, I didn't defend myself. I didn't come forward. I didn't tell you the truth. I said nothing. And Amanda sat back and thought, man, I can lie about anything I want. Brittany's never going to come forward. And she did. She made up every lie she ever wanted. That I had affairs with her boyfriends, that I did this, I did that, I wasn't there for the court case, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. And I sat back and said nothing. Idiot, right? I know, dumb, I can admit it, dumb. Who wouldn't defend themselves after everything this person's put you through? And 2 years went by, and she thought, well, Brittany's not going to come forward. I can say anything I want about her. I can lie about anything I want, and Brittany won't come forward. Well, she was right for 2 years. Unfortunately, the truth came out. That's not what I wanted and never planned it or anticipated that's how it was going to end up. But again, when everybody came after me about why I wasn't going to let her live with me, I wasn't going to lie. And you still only know a fourth. You still don't even know everything. You guys still don't even know everything. You know a little piece of it. Just a little piece that you know. So when people come and they tell me that I'm a bad guy, how dare I do this to her? Wait, you mean how dare I defend myself? You mean after 32 years of living, how dare I finally defend myself? After 32 years, how dare I finally have some self-worth? After 32 years, I finally grow some balls to know that I'm worth it? After 32 years of always being a doormat, that I finally had a voice. Oh, well, that must be what a bad guy is then. But a bad guy would not protect you for 2 years. No, that's not a bad guy. While you defamed me and you lied on my name, I still protected you. That is not a bad guy, my friends. That is someone with a humongous heart that will take a bullet for you. That is not a bad guy. I'm sorry that I'm defending myself now. I am sorry. And a lot of you don't like it. But I will not allow who I am today is not who I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was a doormat. 2 years ago, you can steal from me, you can lie to my face, and I'll always open that door. But you can't do that to me anymore. The Brittany I am today, you don't get to lie to my face. You don't get to make scenes in my home. You don't get to disrespect me. You don't get to lie to me. You don't get to abuse me. You don't get to use me. And you don't have to like that, you guys. But what I know now and what I've learned over the last 2 years is that I love so much, and I will love you to the end. But I will not allow somebody to treat me this way anymore. And I will not allow somebody to try to take my business from me, to try to make me miserable, take my whole life from me. I'm not allowing it anymore. And I'm sorry that I have to defend myself now. I'm sorry it's came to this. But I am not going to protect somebody who doesn't love me. I'm not going to continue to keep protecting somebody. And quite honestly, I've done a lot of growing and a lot of learning over the last 2 years, but I still have some weakness in me. And you know how I know I have that? Because I protected her up until a month ago. I protected her. Even though I kicked her out of my life, I still protected her up until a month ago. So I do still have some weakness in me. And I'm still working on it, but just know I didn't want it to come to this. I gave her every out. I gave her every ultimatum to stop. I came on here so many times and I said, Amanda, you just need to stop and this can go away. Just leave my name out of your mouth and we can move on. But she couldn't do it. So I apologize it's came to this. I apologize you think I'm a bad guy. I apologize that you think I'm deteriorating her on here. I apologize that you think I'm a bad sister and I'm horrible and how do I sleep at night, like people message me. But you guys really have no clue. You guys really have no clue at all. I really don't even know what else to say, but other than that, I mean, yeah, she always will. But she blocks everybody, and that's the sad part, you know. Let me go read some of these. I was blocked a long time ago. You guys don't even have to defend me. She's going to block you just for being here. Yeah, she is, Terry. If only you knew. Yeah, thank you, Leslie. And Leslie is a very smart woman. Think about this. And I said this to that woman, the woman that came on my live, or the woman that commented on my video, or my photo. I think it was my raspberry cheesecake things that I made. Cream cheese things, I mean. How do you sleep at night? You're evil. I said to her, do you ever stop to think why nobody wants to help her? Do you ever stop to think that it's everybody else but her? She's always the victim. It's me, it's dad, it's grandma, it's Jason's family, it's the hotel people, it's this, it's that, it's my stepmom, it's my dad, it's my mom. Brittany took my whole family. Jason's family hated me. I wasn't allowed to the funeral. I wonder why. But no one ever stops to think about that. Could it really be everybody else? And here's another one for you. When she tells everybody that I took her whole family from her, do you really believe I have that much power? Do you think that I called up my family one by one? Hey, Mom, tomorrow we're going to start ignoring Amanda. Click. Hey, Dad, tomorrow we're going to start ignoring Amanda. We're going to stop talking to her. Click. Hey, Grandma, tomorrow we're all going to tag team her. No one's going to talk to her tomorrow. Hey, Uncle, come on. You can't be that silly, are you? Come on. Like I really called my whole family, like they would ever even listen to me? Come on. Come on. That would never happen. That would never happen. Or do you stop to think, oh, now I see why she has no family. She's slandering them. She's getting online. She's slandering her mom. She's slandering her dad. She's slandering her sister. She's videotaping her grandma. She's slandering her whole family. Now I know why she doesn't have one. Is it really me? Or is it you? And one thing I can say is if I was watching Amanda's live and I was someone in the audience, I would say, you know what, Amanda? I think I know why you don't have a family. Look what you're doing to them right now. But it's like people can't figure that out. It's weird. It's so weird. And this is one thing I ask of you, and only one thing I ask of you. And that's it. I may not be everybody's cup of tea. I could be annoying to you. I know I repeat myself a lot. I could be boring. My lives have switched since my health conditions. I might not do the makeup you want to see anymore. I just might not be your cup of tea. And that's okay. That's okay. All I ask is that you come judge me for yourself. That's it. If you don't like me because you just don't like me, that's A-okay. But don't just believe what you're told. Come see what I'm about and then dictate it. And that is all I ask. And I cannot tell you how many people have came to me and said, Brittany, I had to come see what you are about. And you are nothing like she said. But people aren't even smart enough to come see what I'm about. They just automatically believe her. And they start harassing me and writing awful things on my photos and coming in on fake pages and telling me that God's coming for me and I'm a piece of shit and karma's going to get me and I'm going to get hit by a car and I'm going to die tomorrow and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? All I ask is just come see me yourself, you guys. Yeah, telling me to burn in hell. Exactly. That's what they told me. Burn in hell and God's coming to get me. No, I don't talk nasty. I don't block my viewers. I don't tell you not to support her. You want to support her? Go right ahead. You know why I don't care? Because it has nothing to do with me. I have my own personal relationship with each and every one of you. What you do beyond that is on you. You are allowed to support who you want to support. That's simple. I am never going to tell you who to support and who not to support. I just appreciate and love you for supporting me, and that's it. I want you to support everybody. There's enough room in the world for everybody. I don't want you to only support me. I am so far from a jealous type, it's not even funny. You know? Oh, of course, Brandy. And I get that. I get that I look like the bad guy. You know why I get that? Because she is such a good manipulator that I probably would have believed it too. If I didn't know her, I probably would have believed it too. I probably would have. Thanks, Leslie. I literally would have, probably. Yeah, I held it in as long as I could, guys. I wanted to leave many years before I left, trust me. For many years, I wanted to leave. Yeah, my mom did, Shauna. Thank you, Judy, if you're still here, babe. Yeah, it's hard, Erica. Yeah, you're so smart, Leslie. You're such a smart woman. Leslie said, at some point, every sibling feels like they're the black sheep. I never did, but I can see where you're going with that. My impression after watching her, she feels they love you more. But she doesn't want them to love her too. She wants them to love her more than you. Bingo. She has tried to rip my family from me for so long. She tried to turn my mom against me. She tried to turn my stepmom against me. I know she tells you I do that. It's the opposite. She tried to rip my whole family from me, you guys. I'll tell you why it's a lie, Leslie. Amanda and I were closer than close gets. Never once did she ever tell me that she felt loved less or that she didn't feel loved. Don't you think I would have known that? Don't you think she would have told me that? She doesn't feel loved less. You know why I know she doesn't? Because they love us equally. They have never done anything to favor me over her. If anything, she was closer to my dad and stepmom than I ever was. You don't hear me saying, oh, poor me, I don't feel loved. I would never feel like that. I know they love me just as much. She never felt that way. She just said it to pull on my parents' heartstrings and to try to condone her behavior. That's the only reason. It was a feel sorry for me card. Poor me. She didn't really feel that way. Because me, her best friend, would have known that. She would have told me that. Trust me, she would have told me that. Trust me. Come on, Mom, answer the phone. Thank you, Judy. And like I always tell everybody, as long as you're respectful in here, that's all I can ask. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very good at that. Yeah. She doesn't even see what Jessica or JJ has done for her. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, she was, Leslie. She was, thank you, Brandy. She told everybody, hold on, I'm just reading these. Hey, Tony. What was the last one? As a parent, I should. Right, and my parents would never pick sides, Sandra. They would never. Yeah, she told everybody, Leslie, I'm sure you saw I did a live sale for my mom. She told everybody that I was talking shit about my mom, and then I turned around and went and helped her do a live sale. First of all, I wasn't talking shit about her. What happened was, if you didn't see that live, what happened was somebody came in my live and they said, hey, Amanda's been talking shit about your mom. She told everybody that your mom was a mess and that she left you for bad things. And my mom was in that live, which my mom's not a social media person. She's never on my lives, ever. Once in a great while. And she happened to be on that one, of course. And my mom started crying, and she was in the comments and said, I'll be right back, I'm getting a tissue. And I go, well, when did she say that? Like, when? And she's like, when you guys were children, when you were a child. Well, I wasn't going to lie, because I'm not a liar. And it was hard to say with my mom on the live, but it is what it is, right? As long as you've learned from it and you fix it, that's all I can ask for. So I said, my mom, there is some truth to what Amanda's saying. That is true. When we were children, my mom was not around. But we have worked on it since then. We have built a relationship. And, even though she's not perfect and none of us are, at least she's trying today. I didn't say what she's struggling from. I didn't say what her mistakes were or why. I just said that she made mistakes like every other human. And this is where the lie came from. This is where she got it from, Leslie. Somebody literally came in and said that Amanda was dogging my mom and that my mom was a mess and she wasn't around because of bad things. And I think Amanda is saying those things on purpose, knowing people's going to come to me, and then I'm going to have to come out and say it, and then she can use it against me. Well, I'm not a liar. I wasn't going to lie. And my mom was hurt because she didn't understand why she was the topic of the live. And my mom didn't understand why. My mom said, it's no one's business, my life. And I said, that's right, Mom, but your daughter made it everyone's business. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie. I told the truth. And it's okay because you're around now and you're working on it. And that's all that matters. We all make mistakes. So I literally said, this is exactly what I said, Leslie. I said, yes, there is, I think her name was Sherry. I said, yes, Sherry, there is some truth to that. I said, yes, Amanda is right. My mom wasn't around. I said, but she has made mistakes like every other human, but she's been around and she's working on it. And that we have a relationship today. That's it. That's all I said. And then Amanda went and told everybody that I was talking shit about her. How is that talking shit? That somebody came in my live and I told the truth. I said it with my mother on the live. My mother was on the live while I said it. Do you really believe I would talk shit about my own mother while she's on the live? Come on. So she flipped it around, used it against me like she always does. But I said it right in front of my mother. There wasn't anything I wouldn't say in front of my mom. That was the truth. Did it hurt me that I had to say that? Yeah, it hurt me. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have had to say that. My mom shouldn't have been the subject of that live. But it was a way for Amanda to use it against me, make me look bad. It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. I adore you, Brandy. Yeah, it's awful, Kaz. This is just so awful. It's so awful. I would never talk shit about my mom. She just needs help, Debbie. That's it. She just needs help. She just needs help. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. She just needs help. She needs serious help. Because they don't love her. You know what's crazy, Kaz? They don't love you, or are you slandering them every day? You know what I would say if I was on her side? You know what, Amanda? Just stop the pity party. Just stop the poor me already. Wake up. Walk inside of your bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and say, today is the day I'm going to change. Today is the day I'm going to be better for me and my family. Today is the day I'm going to accept who I am. I'm fucked up and I need help. That's it. Just do it. It's okay. But she can't do it. She'll take it to her grave. She will die before she admits that. And I'm serious. she will die before she admits it. But to try to make my mother believe that I was talking shit about her after I went out of my way to help her. She didn't ask me to do the live sale. I offered. I went out of my way and busted my ass for 14 hours. But I was talking shit about her? What? Like what? I don't know. I don't know why she's in a hotel. I have no fucking idea. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in years. Like, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if she really lost her place to live. I don't know if she's just doing it for money. I don't know. I don't know. She's such a liar. I don't know. It's like the boy who cries wolf. You don't know when to believe him. All right, my mom's really not answering now. Yeah, well, that Kaz is right. If they're paying her way, why look for a place? Brandy. I don't know. All I know is it's hotter than shit in here. So yeah, mom's not answering, so I don't know how it's looking for today. She must have went to sleep late or something. So it's like, I kind of want to start decorating my perfume bottle, but then what if she answers right when I'm in the middle of doing it? You know what I mean? That's the only thing is I wanted to talk to her before I moved on doing something because, you know what I mean? Let me turn off the bathroom fan. I need to get dressed. You guys. I talked to her last night, Shauna. Well, apparently she's not paying $150 a night, apparently. Yeah, Bonnie totally can relate. Are you really, Bonnie? Yeah, Bonnie has always been able to relate. It's 1:06 p.m. here, 1 in the afternoon. I talked to her last night, Shauna, at about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And she wanted to go to the Dollar Tree last night, but we only had an hour before they closed. So I'm like, well, we can go tomorrow if you want. And then she was like, yeah, let's hang out tomorrow. And I said, okay. And she said, I found some of the things that your people want, the dream catchers and some bracelets. And I found things people are looking for. I said, cool, I'll come over. I'll get the stuff. We'll get the payment. I'll bring my supplies. We'll get the orders ready. And then we can do whatever you want to do. We'll hang out for the day. And then I said, okay, text me when you wake up. Because I'm an early bird. She don't wake up till like noon half the time. Most times. Because she's a night owl, you know. And so I said, text me when you get up. Well, I still haven't heard from her. So I texted her like 2 hours ago. And I said, hey, how you feeling? Thinking that she would text me back. But I haven't heard from her. But the thing is, traffic's going to start getting gnarly. And then, you know, a lot of times if I don't get there till late afternoon, I'm not getting home till like 2 a.m. And it's like really late. Because I have to get over there, process your guys' orders, wait for your payments, and then by the time I do all that, it's like 3 in the morning. By the time I do all that. So I wanted to get over there early to get a head start on the day, but I haven't heard from her, so I don't know. I mean, if I don't hear from her soon, it's going to be gnarly traffic, and then it's going to put me there till really late in the morning. So I don't know. I don't know. The plan was to hang out today, but I haven't heard from her. So, but that's what I mean. Things can change in a blink of an eye. You know what I mean? That's why I update you guys along the way. Like, hey, still haven't heard from her, so that you guys aren't waiting on me. But it's not anything new. It's just kind of how my mama is. She's always been like this. So, that's why I always tell you guys, like, I don't want you guys to get, hung up on wanting something really badly and then me not knowing when I can get it for you. You know what I mean? She's not far. She's like 25 minutes. I was gonna spend the night there last time, but I hadn't brought clothes with me, and I didn't want to sleep in my clothes and then not have any clothes, and then I couldn't really spend the night because what makes it hard for me to spend the night is Diamond can't be home all day by herself with her disease. So even though her disease comes in waves, what you guys still have to understand is she still zones off. She eats when she feels like it. She still falls, not as much, but she trips a lot, and then sometimes she falls. She can have an episode at any given day, and she's 14 years old. So I have to take her out. You guys see how many times I take her out. I take her out 3-5 times a day. I can't leave her here all day. You know what I mean? By herself. So it's like, it's too hard for me to spend the night going to bed at 3 a.m. and then getting up in 3 hours to come home when Matt leaves for work. I'd rather just go home and be able to sleep. Now I could still spend the night, come back, let the dog out and go back, but now I'm on no sleep. So it's kind of hard, especially getting there this late in the day. If we could go to bed at a reasonable hour, then that's one thing where I can get sleep and then get up in the morning and drive home. But that's not usually how it goes over there. It's usually a really late night. So it's just kind of hard to do that. It's just, it's kind of hard. So, with the whole dog thing, it's hard. Yeah, I haven't heard from her, and I feel like by the time I get dressed, pack up my supplies, which is just going to be my labels, my thermal printer, my weight scale, maybe some fragile stickers, some mailers. She has thank you stickers and thank you cards and bubble wrap, but she needs to get more mailers. She's out of mailers, so I got to get some supplies together. But it doesn't take me long. I just feel like by the time I get dressed, get all that, get over there with traffic. Even if she was to answer right now, it would be like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then, I don't know. And then the later I get there, the less chance you guys are going to answer me because it's Eastern time. So the biggest thing, Debbie, is her peeing in the house. That's the biggest thing, is her bladder. She has to pee so much, being old. So if I'm not home, she's going to pee in the house, because what is she going to do? You know what I mean? So that's the hardest part. I have to be home to take her potty. So, yes, I did. I shipped 2 days ago. Yeah, so, Sherry, so it kind of comes like in episodes, if you will. So it kind of comes in waves, and they last about a week, and it's the hardest week you've ever lived. It's walking into walls, puking, peeing, throwing up all over your house, staring off into space, won't eat, walking into walls, falling on her back. It's just really, really bad. And then after about a week, she starts to improve. I don't know if it's just she adapts better. I don't know what it is, but from what I've read and learned and talked to the doctors and everything, it comes in waves. And so when the episodes aren't happening, she's still zoning out, kind of staring into space. Remember, her world is still spinning. She's kind of staring off into the wall. She's got a cockeye now. Her eye permanently drifts now. She fell over the weekend, so she's still falling, just nothing like during the episode. Still falling, trips a lot, but catches herself. So she's still having stuff. It's just not oh my God, so terrible. So yeah, she seems to be adapting with a mixture of adapting, but then it kind of coming in waves, if you will. See, I want to start decorating the perfume bottle, but I don't know if she's going to answer. So maybe I'll try her one more time. It is dog vertigo. It's called vestibular disease. It's called vestibular disease, yes. So maybe I'll try her one more time. Oh my God, now be brave and show us your anus, please. Really? Oh my God. Yeah, it's sad, Barb. So, man, I'm thinking, oh my God, it's hot in here. Hold on, let me turn the AC on. It's hot in here. I need to go get dressed is what I need to do. Let me turn the AC on. It's really hot in here. It's 81 degrees today, you guys. 72 degrees in my house right now. What should we do? Should I give it like another 30 minutes? I hate to get all my crafts out, get everything out, lay it all out, get ready, and then she calls me. Like what happened when we were painting the bottle. I just don't want that to happen. So it's like, I wish I could at least talk to her and her say, okay, let's do tomorrow. That's why I used to always tell my mom, if we're not going to hang out, just tell me. Just say, hey, another day. You know, because then it tells me I can move on with the day. And I want to start doing the bottle, but I don't want to get everything out and then start gluing and then she calls. So maybe I'll give her like another, because traffic's going to be starting in the next like 40 minutes. Bad traffic. And then it's going to take me 45 minutes to get there. So, I'll give her till 2 o'clock. If I don't hear from her by 2 o'clock, I'm just going to tell her we'll do it tomorrow. There's no way she's still sleeping, dude. Let me try to text her one more time. I just text her. I said, we can do it another day if you want to. Whatever works better for you, just let me know. I need to know. So if I don't end up going there for whatever reason, I don't know what she's up to. Do you guys want to do the perfume bottle? I'm not in San Diego, no. Do you guys want to do the bottle or do you guys want to do the candles? The candles, we're gluing hemp string and making a bow. And we're going to put them in the fireplace. Or do you guys want to finish the perfume bottle? Remember, we have to come up with a whole nother game plan. Our idea of the bottle got totally screwed up. We don't know what we're doing to the bottle now. Remember, the little cameo in the middle is too small. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do in the middle anymore. Yeah, we got to come up with a whole nother game plan on the bottle. And then here's another thing. That little picture frame, I can't get it to bend around the bottle. Well, it's resin. So I heard you can take like a heat gun to it. Yeah, I mean, I could, Brandy, but I don't want to go there and she's still sleeping or she's having a bad day or she's in pain. I know she's had a toothache the last couple days. I know she hasn't been feeling good because I wasn't either. So due to the circumstances, no. I don't want to show up and then she's in bed or, you know what I mean? Like, Okay, so bottle. Okay, let me know, guys, bottle or candles. So basically, the candles, we would be putting the batteries, 24 batteries. I went and got them this weekend. And then I'm taking hemp string with glue. And I'm wrapping the string all the way around the candle about halfway and then tying a bow. And I'm making them kind of like a boho theme. And I'm putting them right here in the fireplace. I have a candle holder inside the fireplace because the fireplace is broken. It doesn't work. Or we finish the perfume bottle. If those of you that didn't get to see, I painted it. It's done. Now we need to decorate it. So yeah, I was told maybe an air blow dryer and heat up the frame and then see if we can bend it to get it to bend around the bottle. The only thing I will say that does suck about painting that bottle is it's just mine, it's for display. It's just a learning process, and now that I've painted one, I know what to do on the next one. It's peeling a little bit in some areas because on the outside of the bottle, there's like little bumps and grooves. Well, you're supposed to use a certain brush when you're using wax paint, which seals the paint in. Well, all the bumps on the bottle, when I use the big brush, it's about that big, and it's made for wax, I did the first coat, but then the second coat, I was like, I can't go in with this brush, it's too big. Well, it wasn't getting in between the crevices. So I said, I'll just use a small brush. Well, the small brush was acrylic. So I looked up why it's peeling, and it says if you don't use the brush that's made for wax, it can get like buildup on it. And then the brush picked up too much wax, and that's why it's peeling. So I shouldn't have used that brush. I should have gone in with the second coat with the brush that it's made for. It just sucks because I couldn't get inside the grooves. I do, Christy. I do. So the perfume bottles that I'm making, I'm selling those to whoever wants them. Phone cases, perfume bottles, flower hat boxes. Any of the stuff I'm making, if you guys want, most of it anyways, I'll make it for you. I have about 9 more perfume bottles I can make. Here, I'll show you guys. So if you guys didn't see, this is what I painted. This is it right here. And then this is the crystal that goes on the top. I haven't pushed it in yet. But this is the bottle, but you see all those grooves? That's what made it really hard. And then you see I left the rim. I didn't paint the oops. I didn't paint the rim. I left it purple. So anyways, it's peeling in a couple little areas because I used a brush that wasn't made for it. And then this goes on top. So now we just have to decorate it. So this is the paint I used, and this is the wax that I used. So it's been sitting here drying, but I am really bummed because it is peeling in some areas. So going forward, next time, I won't use the small acrylic brush. Next time, I'm gonna get smaller wax brushes and paint brushes. So right now I just got like the 2 big basic ones. It just didn't work when it came to sealing it. So now, whoever wants one in the future, I'm gonna invest in some smaller brushes. Okay, you guys, I'm going to call my mom really quick. She's messaging me. I'm going to call my mom. I will make a post whether I'm on the way to my mom's or I will come back live to do the bottles. My phone's literally going to die and I need to go get dressed and go to the bathroom. Look out either for me on live for the bottle or